more guests, as you can see. We are on our way back from Atlanta to Pennsylvania and DMV. We have some DMV people in the back. All right, so we're just gonna introduce some guests here, Yared and Abe. They'll talk to you guys about themselves, and then we'll continue with our trip. We are actually going back home from a conference, Blaze Movement and ChristConnect 2019. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and then you guys can meet some more people that are in the back.
What's up, guys? I'm Yared from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I've known Biko for about 15 years now, and he's been nothing but a blessing, a big brother, someone I can learn from. And I really admire him with this YouTube channel and the platform and what he's doing for the Lord.
What's up, guys? My name is Abe. I'm from Elmira, Pennsylvania, and I've known Victor for pretty much all my life, you could say. He's always been a big brother to me, someone I can always look up to, someone I can go and talk to about anything. And this conference has been amazing. It's been such a blessing that touched my heart in different ways.
Sorry, bro. You don't have to tear up. Don't tear up, bro. Don't tear up. Yeah. All right. Anybody want to introduce themselves? Not all at once.
The food was great.
Watch out, object on road ahead.
ATL, listen.
That heat
the
was
food
crazy.
was bomb, but the heat was different.
Yo,
man.
heat.
The heat, very bad. I never had to take three showers every day. Never.
Couldn't even get a good game of basketball without being tired.
3 games we were done. But
Yeah, so what do you guys think about the conference? Things that you learned, things that you think you could apply. And obviously there are probably things that could have gone better too, but you know. How do you think the Lord worked?
I think the two main things that I learned from the conference was submission in a relationship goes both ways. Like, us men have to be submissive to the Lord, and women also have their role in submissive to their husbands. And it also gave me like a burning passion for like evangelizing and making sure I don't let people pass without them hearing Jesus from my mouth. And have my conversations be intentional.
I learned that this is one of the things that he said. He said 99% obedience is 100% disobedience. You gotta be fully obedient to the Lord. Like what he said about evangelism. When you walk past somebody, it's almost though you're telling them to go to hell. Like you don't want their spiritual life to be intact with Jesus. You don't want them to fall back into Jesus' arms. Then you start sharing God's word. You're not really saving these people. So that's very important. That hit me. I usually am fearful of doing that. I don't like. I think, what are they going to say if I do it? But I'm praying that God is going to give me boldness, and He did this conference. I feel a lot more and happier just to spread His word.
yeah, I definitely think that boldness was like a repetitive thing in this conference. So the theme of this conference this year was love God, love people. So Sam talked the very first night about we can't love others if we don't love Christ, and we can't love Christ if we don't love our Bibles. So like the first question is, do we actually love God? And the only way we actually be able to love God is if we have that relationship with Him and spend fellowship time with Him and know our words. So that really convicted me in where I spend my time. And when I say I love people, is it just something that I say, or is it something that I actually do? And how much do I love God? How much do I invest my time in reading my word and spending like fellowship with Christ? So that was one of the biggest things that I got. And also just the boldness, having a bold spirit to preach the gospel, like evangelizing. I know Pastor Allen talked about a story. He shared a story that he was in Chick-fil-A with his family, and a woman had, I guess, fell and just like she just lost air or something.
Yeah.
She passed out and she didn't have a pulse. And everyone's reaction was to call 911, but his initial reaction was to lay hands on her and pray. And the woman got up and she said, "Thank you for praying." That's what it was, right? So just having that, taking that faith and that bold spirit, and just going out of your comfort zone and being bold and praying for somebody, you know what I mean? That's with evangelizing too. you might not want to do it. You might not want to pray for someone because of their reaction, or you think that person might deny you or might not want to talk to you. But just being that bold person and sharing that gospel, or just praying and say, hey, can I just pray for you, or can I just talk to you, and just really just getting out of your comfort zone and just doing what God calls us to do. So that was one big thing that I learned.
Yeah, I think it was helpful. Like, I mean, you guys mentioned evangelism is essential. It's about loving God, and you can't love God if you're not obedient to God. Jesus says, if you love me, you'll obey my commandments. And Matthew 28 says, go and make disciples of all nations. So I think that was a pretty big theme of, like, if you love God, you're going to obey God. And God has called us to all nations. And in our going to all nations, we're exhibiting the love of God to other people, and we're showing in our willingness to leave our comfort zones, right? Because it's uncomfortable to evangelize at times. In our willingness to leave our comfort zones, that's an indication of our willingness to love God over ourselves, which I think is a really dope lesson. Super important. Do you guys have any other thoughts about the conference?
Another thing
the
that
breakout session. What do you guys think about the breakout sessions
breakout session.
with Sam and us?
I was just going to speak about that too. Another thing that came up to me was, as men, and growing up, we were told to like hold our feelings in, and not share our feelings, and what percent was the suicide rate in men and stuff? Like very high.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. So
Guys
like
commit suicide 4 times more than girls commit suicide.
yeah, that's crazy. So like just that's all a pride thing. Like people are dying over pride, you know. So like just to open up to in prayer and in community. I mean that's what your brothers are there for, right?
Yeah.
It's for you to lean on them and for them to lean on you. So just you know, working within myself, saying like, okay, where do I have pride in, you know, and just handing it to the Lord and praying that He takes it away.
Yeah. What about you?
I really liked. It kind of taught me like fellowship with your community. At the end, we all like chose a partner and we like discussed one of our struggles, what we struggled with, and then we both prayed for each other. It was really like a touching moment because some people they don't like you said share their feelings, and it's really hard. Or feelings are struggle, and it's really hard to like get away from that. But once you share your struggles, it's easier to relate to them, and then it feels like you're not the only one. Like I'm not the only one going through this, and so it's easier to overcome.
What about you, Lydia? Do you want to speak a little bit about the girls' breakout session with Hannah?
Yeah, it was really good. We had she gave us a few questions. One that I remembered is how your emotional state sort of affects your spiritual life, like how you act around other people, and it was really good because it made us. We went through a lot of the fact that like your heart is based on like its emotions, how it's deceitful and wicked. So a lot of times it tricks you a lot of things and makes and we definitely went on the point that faith is not based on feeling, it's based on fact, and how Jesus, we need to follow Him because He is the truth and not follow our hearts, which are deceitful. Yeah, it was great.
That was good.
Yeah. So if we were to one big takeaway that we're gonna take from what we learned and just apply it to our lives, like what would you guys say? Be like one big takeaway.
I would say something that we were talking about in the group breakout sessions was being complete, like being fully complete in Christ, because all the other things will be added onto you. So like I know Hannah was saying, like her husband, that's like a blessing. That's something that God blessed her with. But before she even got into her marriage, she was complete in Christ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like all the things that we have in this world, the good things that are in this world that are given to us are blessings. Those are gifts from God. But before all that, we need to find our wholeness in Christ. Like we need to be complete in Christ, because we can't find things that are gonna make us happy, because those are not gonna be like life-lasting happiness. That's just temporary joy. But joy comes in Christ. So we need to be complete in Christ, so that everything else will be added onto us. So being full in Christ.
Yeah.
Just so other people know.
For me, it was evangelism is very, very important. God has been trying to get me to evangelize, and I'm refusing it because I'm scared, and what are people going to think about me? People's like thought about me is going to change. Oh, Jesus freak, blah blah blah. But I should be proud to be named that. I want to be on fire for Jesus. There's a lot of people, a lot of friends that I have that aren't in Christ that I want to bring to Christ. So this conference really helped me with boldness and strength in my heart.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Ivan, the evangelizing. Just speaking to people, letting people know about Christ. People I know, people I don't even know. Because you never know when people are going to pass. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I'm just making sure that people know Christ and what he did for them and what he has for them. And understanding that if I do get rejected, it's not me that's being rejected. It's not me that's being accepted. It's all Christ, So my job is to sow the seed and the Lord will do the rest, trusting him.
Lydia, do you have anything that one takeaway you'd want to take back and try to apply?
Yeah, I tend to think about things using my feelings, not exactly using truth. So what I learned in the breakout sessions is it's taught me the mentality saying that don't focus on how you feel, on what you think, but just the truth, purely the truth, because that's the only way to truly follow God.
Yeah. Dope. Yeah, I think whenever I go to these conferences, I want to be aware and make sure that I'm not somehow different than I am when I'm back home. I don't want to put on a facade, an image, for the sake of looking a certain way to people, more holy than I actually am, or something like that. So I think the Lord just continues to teach me in going to these things to be authentic, walk in integrity. And I found something out watching one of the a vlog from Ruslan. He's a Christian rapper. I guess he wouldn't define himself as a Christian rapper, but he's integrity comes from the word integer, which means one. So being a person of integrity is being the same person in all aspects of your life. So I think the Lord is just reminding me to be one. So, do you guys have any other comments, things you wanted to say?
No.
Really? Yeah, I think bro.
Not really.
I just want to thank everybody that helped with this ChristConnect Blaze Movement Conference.
Oh yeah.
I know that it took a lot. It takes a lot to plan something like this, so I just want to thank everybody that helped out, all the coordinators, everyone from Atlanta that has opened up their home, that has helped with the different things financially, through prayer, through planning, whatever the case may be, the worship team, the musicians. I just want to take the time on behalf of everybody in this car. Just want to say thank you and God bless you guys. We love Atlanta. Can't wait to come back soon.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're probably going to be adding some of the clips that we had from the conference at the end of this video. So enjoy the rest of this video. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, share, subscribe. See you guys.
Father, we thank you. We thank you, Jesus. Thank you for the freedom that was released in this room. Thank you for change our